Hi folks, I'm Paul Bytheway from Stand By Me Ceremonies. I'm a professional naming and couples celebrant living in Manchester. So what types of ceremonies do I offer? So all of my ceremonies that I do are bespoke written scripts after I've had some meetings with couples to find out about their lives. That's the best part of being a celebrant. So I do naming ceremonies, weddings, civil partnerships, renewal of vows and commitment ceremonies. What kinds of people do I like working with? I guess quite laid back people that have got a good sense of humour would be my preference, but I think generally somebody that I get on with. I mean, it's quite an interesting relationship that you have with a celebrant, somebody you've just met that you tell loads of personal details to. So you've got to get on, you've got to have a bit of rapport, and that's got to go both ways, definitely. So I guess I like working with people who are really nice and, you know, are obviously a very loving couple towards each other. And that'll make the whole process really, really easy for both of us. Am I qualified as a celebrant? Yes, I am qualified as a celebrant. So I've got a level 3 diploma in naming and couples celebrancy, which was quite a long process to get actually through Civil Ceremonies Limited. So yes, I am fully qualified. What does a ceremony with you look like? Well, it really depends on you. I mean, everyone I do is just so different. I write them all bespoke. There's nothing that similar about one to the next, and so the ceremony will look like you want it to look. That being said, I mean, there are things that I do like to suggest that are things like symbolic actions that I really like to do. Things like hand fasting, sand blending, multi-wick candle lighting, including as many family and friends in the ceremony as possible. What's your style? What makes you unique? I guess all celebrants are unique. I guess my background is a little unusual in the fact that the last kind of 12 to 15 years I've been a touring musician, so I've been a frontman in a band on stages playing to maybe 10-15,000 people all over Europe, all over the world really. So I guess, but then before that I was a high school teacher. I guess I've got a bit of both of those elements in my delivery style, but I'm still quite laid back. I always have been quite laid back when I'm standing in front of a group of people. But you know, ultimately, if you want somebody to be more the focal point or to sit in the background, I can be very adaptable to that. So initially I'd have maybe a Zoom call to just have a little chat with the couple and see if we're going to be compatible to start with. Then we'd meet up, we'd maybe meet at the venue and have a look at the space and exactly what they'd like to happen in that space and start to plan out where the seats go, because it's not as simple as just one aisle up the middle these days, or it doesn't have to be. There's lots of options that you can do. Start to explore that space and then maybe go for a coffee somewhere after, sit down with them. If it's a wedding, we talk all about their journey, how they got together, the proposal, the honeymoon, the kind of funny anecdotes, and we try and plan something that's going to be really engaging. You know, bits of humour, bits of sentiment in there, some really nice words, something that makes everybody really, really root for you as a couple, you know, brings everybody together. But we always try and make it so that it doesn't encroach on the kind of speeches in the evening. It's a very different thing. If it's a naming ceremony, it's a very different conversation. It's about everybody's relationship with the child and your aspirations for that child for the future. But in all of these situations, it's all about sitting down, having a nice laid back chat about everything, then planning it meticulously with this bespoke script, and then we spend a few months then actually making amendments to that until you're completely satisfied and, you know, something that you're really looking forward to being read out, so that everybody can be involved and you have a really beautiful day. I love being a celebrant, it's great. Anyway, I'm Paul Bytheway from Stand By Me Ceremonies. Get in touch if you want to have a chat about your ceremony.